So y'all know I like to pull up to do my indie shows, you know what I'm saying? I pulled up to Battlefield Pro and I found one of their shining stars and I had to bring them through the show. You know, we had Dio like 2 weeks ago. I found another, and listen, I am very careful about using the term fan favorite, but this dude has earned that title. If you hear the reaction when he comes out, he's the Battlefield Pro Wrestling Futures champion, reigning and defending. My man, RJ Carnage.
What's going on, y'all? I appreciate you having me, man. And speaking of that, this is the beautiful championship he was talking
Ooh,
about.
I got some nice belts, man.
Man, we've been fighting. I got four championship defenses down, and like I say, many more to go. But
Hell
man, I
yeah.
appreciate y'all having me, man. This is gonna be a good show. Let's get right to the business. I appreciate it. I'm really stoked for this.
Hell
Hey
yeah,
man,
man.
welcome. We appreciate you for coming to the palace. So next time you come in, just kick your feet up, man. You don't gotta ask to go in the fridge. We go get you whatever snacks you
Yes,
want.
sir.
It's all good. We're supplying the streets, man.
I
Yes,
appreciate it,
sir.
bro.
So we had Dio Bando on here a couple weeks back, and I asked him a question, and now I feel like I'm gonna have to ask anybody from Battlefield that come on this show this question. Give me one gem of something you learned from working with Afa Anoa'i Jr.
Consistency, dedication, getting that just keeping that, how do I put it in a really like small matter? Just having that person to go to, like I said, like you said, just having that, that family, that bloodline, you know, it's an honor. So the one thing I can really say is the consistency and the determination, it's just everything all around by him is perfect. That's really it, bro. Like I can go into depth like for hours about what I learned from Alpha, you know, but if I really had to come down to it, it's the consistency, the dedication, and really learning to be a superstar. Everything takes time. Everything takes time, but like I said, being with Alpha is special because it's in 2 years I've made the progress I've never thought I would make. So, the dedication, and just all that around is mainly my main, thing about that, because I never had that. I never had that motivation. I never had that, energy to keep it, up here instead of coming down to here and then going down to here. I always, for the last 2 years, it's been up here. So, and I want to keep it there. And a big part of that is definitely from Alpha.
We
Anybody gonna teach you discipline is gonna be the son of the Wild Samoan.
It's going to
that's
be
a
the
fact.
Samoans in general.
Yeah.
I've met guys that, they came and trained for a day at our school, our dojo, and they never came back. And they texted me the day after stating, "Oh, I can't take that. That's too much for me. Too much cardio. I can't breathe." Bro, what are you gonna do when you step into the PC or somewhere you're trying out for the big leagues? What are you gonna tell them? You can't do it? You can't
Right.
do it, bro. Come on now, bro. They're gonna look at you and laugh and kick you out of there.
They gonna
Yep.
Get
whoop
your
your
head.
ass harder at the
Exactly.
PC.
Right.
I got told by many people that have way more experience than me, way more years on me in this business. To just, they look for that. They look to blow people up. They looked for, if you look blown, they look for that. If you look like a superstar, you keep your head up, you sell, you show that you're into this, you know what you're doing, bro. Your money. Your money, man. And that's what I told these guys. If you're coming to the Samoans, if you're coming to the Wild Samoans, you better be ready. You better have your shoes tied tight and your head high, your mouth shut, and your eyes open. Because if you don't, it's gonna punch you right back in the back, bro.
No
Reach.
doubt. No doubt. So we just hit about 2 years that you've been with Battlefield now. Started in March of 2023, right?
Correct. Correct.
So in that time span, and like I said, I've gone to a couple shows now. I hear this response. What do you attribute this kind of this connection that you have with the fans now in this time? Because I said like you, KC, it's like there's a short list of people that get that type of response, that type of connection. So what do you attribute that to?
In ways of how did I get that fan base there? Is that what
Yeah.
you're trying to? Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, I know a lot of guys do this. I mean, I don't see it. I told many other podcasts, many other people, like, this is how you network. You go out before the show or when the show starts or intermission, and you shake everybody's hand and tell them your name and ask them if they're enjoying the show, or ask them if they, like, just talk to them and chit chat, networking, bro. Get your
Yep.
name out there, introduce yourself, make them feel welcome. Because if you don't do that, then you're not going to get anywhere with yourself. You're not going to get your name out there if you just go to a show, come through the curtain, wrestle. If you're good enough, you'll be able to put on a show and they'll remember your name. But the best thing to do, if you want to get your name stamped in someone's head, introduce yourself, make a memory for them, do something for them that's gonna be like, oh, I love that man. That guy's cool, that guy's great, he's great with kids, he's memorable. So, like, that's my idea. Is I always introduce myself, welcome them to the show. In the intermission, I sell my merch, I talk to them, have conversations, and then when they leave, I goodbye them. I tell them thank you for coming and come again. That's mainly what I do. That's my main focus when it comes to networking and connecting with the fans.
Yes, sir. So now we were talking about the shows a couple minutes ago, and Dio Bando, who we had on the show. So I told TC I was going to mention this in detail a little bit. I got to get your reaction on the ending of Warning Shot real quick.
I don't know if
but
you've
those,
been. I don't know if you've been seeing my reaction every time you say his name, but
oh man. So real quick, for those who don't know, the main event of Warning Shot, we had an I Quit match for the BPW Heavyweight Championship, and Code Red was fighting not just for the title, but for his job. And him and Dio have been like this part of prime time heat with them and Trey. Like they've been locked up. So he was competing against Vinnie Mac in a brutal I Quit match. They was tearing the place up. And the shock finish came. Cole was about to concerto this man, and Dio was out there supporting his guy, and all of a sudden he throws in the towel.
so basically, Dio sold out.
Dio sold out.
Yep. Dio sold out, and that's what I'm
Yep.
mad about. I was just having this conversation with somebody yesterday, stating the fact that Code sat behind Trey's and Dio's shadow for 2.5 years while they hold those BPW tag team titles. And
Yep.
what did Code get out of that? Nothing. Nothing but a thank you, a handshake, and a hot dog. I don't even think he got paid. And all I'm saying is Dio sold out, and it's hashtag free Code, because Code will come back, and he will come back harder, because we all know who the infamous OG is. And I'm always riding for my OG. So and I can't even talk about it. Dio he's really upset me.
So are we gonna see this settled in the ring?
You never know. Like I said, I'm a fighting champion. I'm willing to put my title on to anybody. I don't care if it's Snitsky. I don't care if it's Wrecking Ball. I don't care if it's Ox. I don't care if it's any big guys or any. I don't care if it's Jay Bougie. I don't care if it's Malik. I don't care if it's Dio. I don't care if it's. I don't care. I'm a fighting champion. If Dio wants some, you come get some. That's what they all say, right? But Dio's a sellout. He's not gonna come. He already sold out. One last thing. I respect the Dio with all my heart. I love Dio. The fans love Dio. My sister, my little sister loved Dio. And then after Warning Shot, you broke my sister's heart. And don't worry, I will remember that. That's all I got to say.
You raggedy bitch.
I didn't even have to say it.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Hey, man. Y'all got to listen, Reek. You the guy. You got to keep us in the loop.
Oh, yeah.
On the next edition of this story beat.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm sold.
It's hashtag free Code. It's hashtag free Code everywhere right now.
Free Code.
Like
free Code Red.
You see, people use the term all the time, suspend disbelief, right? When you watch wrestling so long, it's hard to do that. This was one of the moments that y'all suspended my disbelief. I was like, oh, shit. Because
Yeah.
I honestly thought when Dio came out there, I'm like, okay, this is going in the right direction. Like Code's gonna win this shit. And then he did that. I was literally like, yo, what the fuck just happened?
If I was behind the curtain tweaking. Was behind the corner
Oh,
tweaking. I was smashing things, punching the wall. I'm like, what is this? You know, but like I said, it's hashtag free code, man. We all miss you in the battlefield. All his homies miss him when we're fighting to get him back. You know, we're doing our thing. You know, but it's crazy how his own best friend did it. It just blows my
Hey,
mind.
we're gonna put a fund together and make sure justice is rightfully served for Code Red. Free Code.
Free
yes,
code.
sir.
RJ
They want you.
Carnage. We appreciate you for coming on. I don't really got nothing. You got anything else, Reek?
I think good.
Man, I'm cool with anything, man. But I really want to just come back and say I appreciate y'all. I hope to meet you TC, and maybe
For
you can
sure.
come down to the battlefield one time, get you down here and meet the other guys as
Oh
well.
yeah.
Um again,
But
Reek, you're thank you, bro. I appreciate everything.
hey, appreciate you,
So
bro.
absolutely, man. Honestly, thank you. That's really all I can say. Thank you. Hope we could do this again. Maybe, somewhere like a year or, a year and a half from now, like maybe 6 months to see where I'm at. But I really appreciate this, man. And let's see who else we can get on this show. Let's see who
Hey,
else we can get.
listen,
Let's see who else we can get here.
I'm trying to get everybody, man. I'm gonna be at more shows. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
You
let the
always
guys
welcome to
know.
come through.
I'll let the
We trying to
guys
pull
know.
up,
I'll always
my
let the
Yeah,
man.
guys
man.
know. I'll tell them to hit them up, let y'all know, and see what y'all can do. And I definitely want to see some of my guys on here, man. But
Hell
again,
yeah,
thank you so much for having me.
no
I hope
doubt.
y'all have a good rest of your day, your rest of your week. And
For sure, man.
man,
Hey,
nothing
plug
else
your
to it.
social. Let them know where they can find you at.
All social medias. We got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You check me out on TikTok. It's all RJ Carnage, RJCarnage. And that's it, man. That's really it. And you can check out Battlefield Pro Wrestling. I'm the little futures champion. Check it out. I appreciate you guys
Oh
having
yeah,
me. And hey, like I always say, it's no fear, no limits, just carnage here, man. We fighting champion, and that's it. That's all I gotta say. Thank you, man.
yeah.